Hello, welcome to Llandudno, North Wales. This is the home of the 888.com World Grand Prix, coming to you from the venue Cymru right behind me. The top 32 players in the world have assembled to lift this coveted title. It'll take them a week to get there, but next Sunday there'll be a brand new name on the trophy. Alright, so we're inside the building now. It's about time we went backstage. Follow me. Hello, welcome to our Qzone. I'm going to tell you lots about that during the course of the week, but first of all, let's go over and see a very special young man. Now, teaching kids is very, very important because they are, of course, the lifeblood of the sport. So World Snooker have taken it a stage further. We've brought you the Qzone, where lots of children come and join us before the action gets underway. They got a good couple of lessons from Andrew, but more importantly, they get tickets to see the show. Let's have a chat with Andrew. Andrew, hello mate, and yeah, nice to see you too. We're in the Qzone, and at the moment you're currently giving some lessons out. It's a very important role, isn't it? Tell us just a little bit about it, because we are going to spend a bit of time with you over the next couple of days.
Yeah, we've recently rolled a project out into over 30 schools now in the UK, Qzone into schools, which has been teaching them functional snooker, which I'm going to talk to you about over the next few days. But at the moment here, we've just got a few competitions going on. First one, 12 reds over the pockets, trying to clear the table in 12 shots or less. We've got the 60-second challenge going on as well. 60 seconds to pot as many reds as you can. And so far today, the top score has been 7. So we've had Prestat in school in as well today. They've been taking part in some coaching and been in to see the snooker as well. So there's a lot going on.
And there's some big names behind this. Just have a look over to the left, and there's none bigger than the 6-time champion of the world, and of course the former world seniors champion is Steve Davis, who's endorsed this. So over the next few days we'll be spending a little bit more time with Andrew. Until then, let's go across to the merchandising. Right, so you've seen the film, read the book, now it's time to buy the t-shirt. This is the merchandising area, all nice and quiet at the moment while play's underway, but there's lots of good things for you to get involved in. Now this is always a great sign, isn't it? Keep calm and get on the bays. Everything you need in the world of snookers here, including some of the snooker merchandise that you wouldn't necessarily see at a snooker tournament, like a snooker cue. You can get the World Grand Prix program here, and of course, none of World Snooker's shows would be the same without the aid of some commentary. So by purchasing one of these, you can listen to the FM commentary of all the action that's going on. Let's go and see who else we can find. All right then, so this is what they're playing for. This is the major trophy cabinet. World Grand Prix. Beautiful. And the most recognised snooker trophy of them all, the World Championship Trophy. Some great names on there. And of course then we have our Hall of Famers, and these two belong to the great late Alex Higgins and Cliff Thorburn. Lots to see and do in this place when you're having your time out and your little rest. They say practice makes perfect. Just behind me now is the practice room. Have a look at this. So when the customers arrive, they come through our main entrance and they are met with a merchandising stand. Once again, they can get their programs and their commentary radios, and then they make their way over here and into the main arena. Well, you know, on break-off, when I said I'm going to take you backstage, I really have taken you backstage. We're now up in the gallery, and just over to my left is where the action's taking place. Right, we continue the tour. This is the media centre. Let's go and have a look. Well, we're inside now, and this is where it all takes place. The world's media have assembled to cover the 888.com World Grand Prix. TV, radio, written journalism, and of course our social media. So don't forget to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. After each game's taken place, the winner's brought here for his interview, and I caught up with one of the winners earlier on, the world number one. Into the next round is the world number one, Mark Selby, 4-1. Congratulations. Look comfortable. How was it out there?
Yeah, it didn't feel comfortable. In patches, I thought I played okay. When I got chances, I seemed to take my chances quite well and score quite well. Safety wasn't great, and to be fair to Michael, he missed a blue, which more times than not, he'll pot. If he pots that, he goes to all, and it could have been a different scoreline.
In the press conference that we've just followed, you mentioned the fact that having a new baby, and congratulations from all of us, but it was 4 months ago.
Yes,
4 months ago.
November,
Yeah, 4 months ago. So they say you're playing for the baby of one more mouth to feed. Does that make you any more determined?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, as everyone knows who's had children, it's not cheap. I mean, and it don't get any cheaper the more and more she gets older. So, yeah, I mean, it's great. It's difficult being away from home a lot more with Sophia being here now. But like you say, it makes me more determined to go on and do well.
So now we all know where Selby got his motivation from. I'm joined by a break-off favourite, Ivan. Great match, 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, the fourth frame was the pivotal frame. Holt should have won it, should have put the blue and pink, would have been 2-2, could have been a different match. In the end, Selby went on to win 4-1. He's the man for the big occasion. He didn't play in the Indian Open last week, so he's come here fresh, and he's surely going to be a contender.
Yeah, and he plays the winner, which for me was quite interesting, because he's playing on table one, and on the other table, Martin Gould won, so he could have actually been watching his next opponent, Martin Gould, played well too, 4-1.
Yeah, Gould's not been very well over the last few months. He's had an ear infection and all sorts of health problems, which I think he's just going over now. But he looked really sharp today, beating McManus 4-1, so that'll be a good game.
Stephen Maguire was a 4-1 winner. We caught up with him earlier on. Another 4-1 winner. That's 3 consecutive 4-1 wins so far in this championship. Stephen Maguire, 5 ranking titles worldwide. You're no stranger to the big time. That was a great display.
No, I played well. Surprised myself because I never played in India last week, so a couple of weeks off, and it seems to have done the world a good.
The Lisbon Open, that's a great win for you. Surely must be in great form. Taking the India trip off, was it a sort of bringing in the form? Was it slowing down? What was it all about?
Just too busy. Just the calendar's really busy. No complaints because we get the chance to pick and choose. So it was either miss that or miss China. I was going to miss one of them, so I just thought, well, miss India and plenty of match practice for the World Championship if I entered China.
What's that? How was the atmosphere out there? It was a big crowd for an opening night.
Yeah, it surprised me. I came down last night for a practice, and it's a big arena. And it's a quiet little town, especially in March, but they came out and watched, so it was surprisingly busy. Yeah, it was good.
Well, good. We see you in the next round. Thanks ever so much,
Thank
Stephen
you.
Maguire. Stephen Maguire, what a player! 10 years in the top 16. That's a bit special, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been an absolute stalwart in the top 16 over the last decade, but at the moment he's really clinging onto that place by his fingertips. I mean, Michael White's coming up just behind him. Maguire chose not to play in the Indian Open last week, which was a bit of a gamble, and that could backfire on him. So the next 2 tournaments after this one in Thailand and China, Maguire will be desperately trying to win matches to stay in the top 16 so he doesn't have to qualify for the Crucible. So this is a really important week for him.
Well, for a lot of them too. We just saw an absolute barn burner. 4 hours as Stuart Bingham and Anthony McGill battled it out. It went to the deciding frame. It was just absolutely special. Nearly overrun us into our evening session.
Yeah, McGill's some player. I mean, he's come up into the top 32 this season. He's learning so much. I did a big feature on him in the programme, so inevitably, of course, he's gone out in the first round. But yeah, I mean, Bingham was cruising at 3-0 in the end. Had to make a really good break, in the last frame to win. He was another one who missed the Indian Open last week, so he's come here maybe a little bit rusty. But having got through that first round, he'll be really looking forward to the rest of the week.
Well, so we've got 4 more matches still to come. For all the exclusive interviews on and from all our winners, don't forget to keep in touch with our social media. So from both of us to all of you, bye for now.